What's up, Summoners? Welcome to another episode of Summoners War Chronicles Monster Spotlight. Today we have the 3-star fairy, Elucia. Um, I'm actually rather disappointed with this one, but that's mostly my own fault for not having read her skills properly before building her. Um, I actually don't think she's all too viable late game anywhere, to be honest, just to the nature of mechanics and whatnot. But let's go ahead. I built her up. Let's go ahead and dive into her skill kit, and I'll explain why I don't feel like she's all too viable. So, to start off, she's just got a basic attack like everybody, well, most everybody else. The part I get disappointed at with the most is her healing, as she is a support monster. When I first saw this, I didn't read that it recovers the HP of one ally. I don't particularly remember if it was the lowest HP person or the lowest ratio, or if it was just done at random. However, it is just a single target. It's not a mass party like, hey, my party's dying, heal them up. It's every time somebody's low, you gotta individually do that. However, upon removing poison with this ability, it does gain 2 mana back. That being said, it does cost 3 mana, so you will still eventually run out of mana if you're trying to spam it everywhere, trying to cleanse that poison or keep teammates alive. Now, interestingly enough, her skill does scale off of her attack rather than her max HP, as opposed to somebody like Chloe or Rena, who do it off of their max HP. It's 605% at first level, it's 1089% at max level, which may sound like a lot, but that's in terms of percentages, not quite what some of you might think. Okay? Don't jump me on this, because percentages get a little funky in math, right? So 1% is equal to 0.0... No. Yeah. 0.01, I told you it's tricky. 0.01 is your multiplier there for 1%. 100 is 1.0, okay? 10% being 0.1. So 1,000 is a multiplier of 10 per attack. So let's just say, for simplicity of math reasons, if her HP recovery was equal to 1,000 even, that would be roughly 2,500 HP, almost 2,600, or sorry, 26,000. It would be just short of that with her attack being where it's at. It'd be 25,930. So it's not like, if you're trying to heal your tank who's got 50, 60,000 HP, he's only going to do a portion. It'd be around half, but not quite. Moving on to her third ability, which is kind of nice for those bosses that aren't immune to it, and to, enemy summoners, that she can put enemies to sleep. It's not a guaranteed sleep, however, which makes it even worse. It starts off at a 75% rate, going up to a 90% rate, but she only attacks once with it, and if it doesn't go off, it doesn't go off. Sleep can be useful in a lot of scenarios. However, unlike something along the lines of a stun, it doesn't always just last, the full 7 to 14 seconds, depending on the level. As it says here, they will wake up after 5 hits. So, it could be anywhere from half a second to the full 14. It depends on if you're actively attacking this mob, or your monsters are attacking this guy, or if you're not. If it's just somebody you want to set off to the side for a moment, get her to cast sleep on them, and then, instantly switch to another target and make sure that your monsters follow. Again, I don't personally feel like she's viable in the late game of things. She might be helpful early on, just because she has that heal. Definitely useful in the early stages of, say, Arachne's dungeon. Yeah, the Spider Queen, as she's not immune to sleep, and she does have a lot of poison. But again, you're going to be spending more mana than you can get back trying to remove that poison. As far as runes go, even though she is a support, her heal does scale off of attack. You can actually build her as just like a flat-out DPS monster, and that might be a bit more viable. I very poorly built her runes. I think what happened actually was that I ended up starting to take runes off of her round. And again, I misread her first ability when I first started playing her, so I might not have even been using her properly. But looking back at it, I still don't think it would have changed much, if anything. I would probably put her in a Fatal Blade, to be honest. It helps get that crit rate in there, plus it boosts her attack by an extra 35%, which helps that heal out quite a bit. You know, you're still gonna want your crit rate, your crit damage, definitely your accuracy for if you're trying to go for that sleep. Precision, so she can land her hits, although that won't affect the heal at all. And then probably attack speed as well, just because, you know, you're already stacking that attack, so if you can do damage, you might as well make the most of it. Make sure you have the crit rate, the damage, the precision behind it, and the attack speed to help her get in as much as you possibly can. That being said, that will make her a lot squishier when it comes to the enemies coming after her, so she won't be able to survive as long. But I think that about covers it. Remember, as always, my Twitch is in the link, or in the description below if you want to catch me live most days from noon central till whenever I basically give up. It all depends on if I have clients staying with me or if I've got to go do something or if I'm just not feeling up, to be honest, because my sleep schedule is... anyways, if you want to help out with the channel at all, you know, help keep this series going, get a little faster pace, maybe PayPal link is also in the description. If you want to know, if you want to let me know who you want to see next, I really need to work on like slowing down and getting my thoughts out in an organized manner. Let me know in the comments, you know, let me know who you want to see next, and if I got them, I'll do them. If not, I will try to get them. Until then, y'all stay frosty out there.